I came across his work online and immediately had to meet the man who creates these amazing pieces. Hyperrealism artist, we have Fabrice here. I can't believe the talent that you have, and you're self-taught. I'm gonna toot your horn here for a minute. Congratulations on the success. My gosh, did you think that this would all happen?
I more or less just started taking the drawing thing more seriously like during the pandemic. So we were locked down, gyms were locked down, so I was a personal trainer formally at Good Life. Basically when the gym shut down, you weren't training clients. So it was a great opportunity to just take advantage of a hobby that I was doing that, what else am I gonna do, right? So I really focused on that. It just kind of took off a little bit. Eventually it just made sense to keep doing that when gyms opened back up again. So here we are, one drawing at a time.
Okay, so how long does it take to create a drawing? I mean, I'm sure it's probably different for every single one. But
It depends on the size, but the ones that you see on my Instagram take usually a minimum of 80 hours. My most recent Saul Goodman one took 133 hours to do. So that's my longest ever piece. So they usually take 2 months to do.
Wow, that's incredible. And what do you need in order to create it? Was some sort of special pencil? Like, what is it? I'm not an artist, so I don't know.
No. Well, as my drawings got more realistic, I'm using more of a variety of tools as well. So in the early days, drawing anime and stuff like that, it was a lot of just the bare basic, right? Like basic drawing paper and just a regular pencil. So now I still use those regular pencils, but there's charcoal powder, I'm using brushes, so I'm using different techniques with dry painting almost with the charcoal powder. Yeah, so I use a variety of different tools. A lot of it is actually erasing details in as well.
What was it like to draw yourself?
No, honestly, that was pretty interesting. I took that picture actually right here in this living room. My friend Pat took that, and it was actually, the drawing process itself really wasn't that different. Like, by the time you're into it, it's like, it just feels like any other drawing.
Really?
But yeah, maybe at first it was a little bit different, but no.
Do you have a favorite?
I would say my favorite male piece so far is probably still Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
The thing with that one, it was my first ever hyper-realistic drawing that I think, from my point of view, it was the first drawing I ever did that I felt broke through into that level of hyper-realism. So that one kind of has a special place in my heart. It also got a lot of recognition that I was, it got shared by Joe Rogan, Mike Tyson, and stuff like that, which was cool. But I think probably that's my favorite male one, and then Bella Hadid is my favorite female drawing. Do
you sell your artwork, or do you keep them all?
I don't sell too many originals.
I wouldn't, after all those hours?
Yeah, everything is for sale, but I don't tend to sell a lot of originals, because they do hold a special place in my heart. But for the recent drawing that I just did of Saul Goodman, we're actually collaborating with 2 Nova Scotia entrepreneurs. So we'll be partnering with DNA Technologies as well as HFX Canvas Prints. We're, I guess, bringing to the art community, at least from my perspective, we're bringing this new technology to the art community, which basically allows you to authenticate original work, prints, physical artwork, very similar to like how an NFT is encrypted, except it's not blockchain technology, at least yet. But it's a way to authenticate physical artwork, so that it's counterfeit proof and that there's a whole chain of custody with that. So it's a lot more secure than anything that exists right now in the art world.
If somebody wanted a commissioned piece of art, like, where can they find you and get some art from you?
The best way to contact me personally would be Fabrice the Artist on Instagram. If you're looking to improve your own skills for drawing, I do offer tutorials on Patreon, where you can subscribe for a monthly fee to access my entire library of tutorials. And then FabriceTheArtist.com, you can purchase prints as well as apply to have a commission done as well.